He was a big Mustang guy, and unfortunately we lost him in a car accident in September of 2020. So when that happened, I said, well, we got to finish it.
So we decided to take a trip to Nazareth, Pennsylvania today to check out this 66 Mustang belonging to Aaron here. Now, the car alone was worth the trip, but the story is honestly even better. First of all, tell us about this car, because you told me when I got here you not even used to be a Mustang guy. So what's the story here?
No, so I'm a GM guy. First off, get that out of the way.
Don't stop watching, please.
Yes, I promise, the story's good. So the car belonged to my little brother, Topher. He bought this for like 500 bucks off a friend of his, and was always, I just want to go fast. And that was the whole theme of the car. Do it cheap, do it kind of right,
okay.
As weird as that may sound.
I saw what he started with, and there wasn't much there to go fast with.
No front end of the car. I mean, there wasn't an engine in it. Weirdly, there was a transmission still in it, bolted in and everything. He was working on it, doing sheet metal repair. The car was rusty. I mean, it's the East Coast. What are you going to do?
Yeah, in this area, we're used to that.
So he started on stuff. Unfortunately, we lost him in a car accident in September of 2020. So when that happened, I said, well, we got to finish it. Started ordering parts that month, or in October, December, they started rolling in, and in December we started front end, welding that on, getting everything ready, and then it moved to a couple different locations to get built, and then we went going.
So when you started at that point, you said back in September of 2020 is when you said you lost them. Was the car still the shell at that point with no front end?
Oh yeah.
So nothing had been done since that picture you showed me of the car basically in a field?
Nope, it was stripped. There was one floor pan halfway welded in.
So all this has been done in the last year, and not even a year and a half yet?
Most of what you see here was actually done in the span of 9 months. From shell with no front end to running and driving, 9 months.
And during that process, you basically had to learn to Mustang, because this was not your world at all.
Yeah, no, very specifically, GM, I'm a Camaro guy, so I am literally the opposite side of the fence.
Okay.
So like the front ends are completely different. Camaros use a subframe, you unbolt it from the car and it rolls out from underneath it. This was, hi, I'm structure, which is weird to me.
It's metal, there's an engine, besides that we're out, I gotcha.
Yeah, so I mean, other than bolts and nuts all work the same way, it was a very, very big learning curve.
All right, so you told us a little bit about the background story. I mean, obviously the car was your brother's and you decided you wanted to finish it. So what's it gonna mean to you when this car is done?
It's a realization of a dream. You know, my brother, he passed very, very early on in his life. And he was such a good kid. He'd give you the shirt off your back if you asked for it. I mean, that's the kind of person he was. You needed help, he dropped what he was doing to help you. So that kind of kindness needs to be repaid, needs to be remembered. So this was something that meant a lot to him. I mean, all his cars meant a lot to him. And I wish I could have did all of them.
When it comes to the build, I mean, obviously I'm sure you guys, I know how it works. I'm sure you sat around for hours and hours talking about what that car could be someday.
COVID was a good time for that.
Yeah. Are you following his vision of the car? Did you make some changes? Is it kind of a combination of things?
We're gonna go combination, because my brother could not make up his mind.
Okay.
The build changed every minute. He'd see something on, you know, Roadkill, something on Motor Trend, something on a Facebook page.
Let's do this, let's do that.
Yeah, oh my God, that's really cool. Let's give that a try. Or this might work better, let's give that a try. Or it was just as simple as, I don't want to do a small block anymore, I want to do a big block. And then it was, okay, we'll see where it goes. But like I said, over COVID, we had a lot of time because we were home from work. So we sat, we talked a lot. I actually can remember one night we stayed up, we were watching movies, and I came across Ford versus Ferrari.
Okay.
Neither of us had seen it.
Yeah, great movie.
And we were like, yeah, let's watch that. And to this day, if I need inspiration for this, I watch Ford versus Ferrari. There's nothing like watching that and seeing that GT40 go around those corners. It's just like, okay, yep, I gotta go again.
I don't care how cold it is, I don't care how tired I am, gotta work on the car.
We gotta go. But so the movie was over and it just started. Oh, I really want to do this, this, and this. He always talked about this was supposed to be a 6-speed car. This was always supposed to be something like a Pro Tourer. He didn't really like the Pro Touring word.
Okay, I was gonna say, is it a cruiser? Or is it something you want to do like power tours with? Is it, you know, an optimal kind of car, whatever?
Very much handling, fun driver, something I can, well, not me, he wanted to even daily. He could get in it, go do whatever he wanted to do, and then, you know, go thrash an autocross course if he wanted to, or...
And just upgrade everything front to back
Yeah,
to make it...
just do it.
Do everything better than it would have from the factory.
Right. So that was very much the end game.
All right, so you told us what your brother's vision was, and obviously you're going to make some changes as the build goes, but tell us about the car. What's done to it so far? How far along are you, and what's left to do?
All right, so we'll start with, as you said, elections were made. I can start right at the engine to tell you that elections have been made.
Okay.
The car is a turbocharged small block. Turbo's currently not there, but we're working on that. He wanted to build his own blow-through carburetor.
Okay.
And I don't have the knowledge or skill set to do that. We could have bought one. As a family, my mother, my father, and I kind of talked it over, and we said, well, let's make it so it's a little more reliable, a little more usable.
They can be quite finicky to get right.
Yeah. So we decided on a Fox body fuel injection setup, and we went with a Holley Terminator X management system.
Yeah, great choice.
Yeah, it's foolproof. It's easy to hook up. I mean, you can do it in your garage like we did.
Yep,
I mean,
yep, absolutely.
Beyond that, we move into suspension, brakes. As you can see on the calipers, I'm sure, four-wheel disc brakes all the way around.
Okay.
Suspension's all Ride-Tech coilover, single adjustable, but it'll work for what we need it to do. We move back further. We have Tremec T56
The
Magnum.
must-have 6-speed.
Yep, the must-have 6-speed. We went Magnum because...
Why not?
It's better to be overbuilt in some areas than under.
Turbo small block, why not?
Yep, rear axle, Ford 9-inch from Quick Performance.
Okay.
Yukon track lock in that, 31 spline axle, a little more strength than the 28 from the stock.
So a stout rear, a stout trans.
Yep,
Behind
it should be
what should be stout engine, yep.
Inside, it's pretty stock. The dash is a repop Ford dash cover.
Okay.
Gauges are actually original, we just rebuilt them.
Okay. Are you adding additional gauges? Maybe the Holley screen down the road?
No, I want to keep the interior traditional.
Okay.
I do want to do a rally pack on it, but
Yeah.
instead of a tack and a clock, I want to tack and a boost gauge. So it looks original, but I still get all my data.
But you get the gauges you need. Yeah. Makes sense, makes sense. Obviously, you took a little concession with the seats there from original.
Yeah, they're very much appearance-wise.
Style, man.
Yeah, the style is very 1966, but TMI makes a really good product. I really liked what I saw. The bolsters will keep me in the seat.
I was gonna say, with the power and the brakes and the suspension, you need a seat. The stock seat would be, you'd be in the door panel or into the passenger side. Like you need something to hold you in place.
Yeah, on the trans tunnel halfway through a corner, and that didn't seem like a good idea.
All right, so we've been down the road now. We know where the car came from. Where's the car going? I mean, obviously you haven't, have you driven it? Have you not driven it? I know it looks like it was close to running at one point maybe.
I drove it once. I drove it roughly 8 minutes.
How scared were you?
It's the most scared I've ever been in my life. I'm not gonna lie about it. It was all over the road. It needs an alignment, but we're working on it.
But you moved.
It moved under its own power.
It moved on its own power. And it looks like, I mean, you got most of a car here. You're getting close. So what do you think? I mean, when do you think this car's gonna be on the road? What's your plan for that?
The plan is Mustang Week this year. It's the last Mustang Week ever. We were trying so hard last year to make it to Mustang Week, and we had a little bit of a parts discrepancy on the cylinder heads, actually.
Okay.
And so that prevented us from taking it. And we had some exhaust issues. We kept burning spark plug wires.
But this year, whether you have to push, drag, whatever.
Yeah, I don't care. It's going.
It's gonna be that.
Yeah.
And you said your brother used to go to Mustang Week. That was like his thing.
Yeah, he went a couple years. He always had a lot of fun. He'd always tell me about it. I've seen some of his videos that he would take from some of the parties and whatnot. It's a good time.
It's a good time. It's a good time. And being the last one this year,
we got to do it.
It should be the way. Yeah, it'd be great to see it there.
Yeah, his car needs to be there.
Now, are you planning on obviously painting it at some point? I know you said he was into the roadkill look, so are you going to kind of stick with the whole raw body look for now?
As you see it right now, is if you guys are there, that's how you're going to see it at Mustang Week.
Okay.
So you will very much be able to tell where I'm at.
Will you?
Because everybody else will be fleeing.
Yeah, I hear that. Well, you've been to Mustang Week. Plus me, there's plenty. There's more like this down there. But so what, are you gonna paint it someday though? I mean, is the goal to finish the bodywork? Is there a color he wanted it to be, that maybe a color you wanted it to be?
No, we're gonna paint it. It's not gonna stay like this forever. This is just, we're gonna toy around with it. We're gonna have some fun with it. We're gonna take it to car shows. We're gonna just do some fun stuff with it as it looks. But eventually the plan is, he always wanted Kona blue.
Which is an awesome color.
It is, it's beautiful in person. And then silver Shelby stripes.
Okay.
He's had that paint scheme in his mind
So you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of
like
have
13 years old, he started talking about that color on a car. Just a dark blue with silver stripes. I know Kona wasn't out quite yet at that point, but when Kona Blue came out, he's like, that's the blue. It has to be that blue.
Awesome. Well, like I said, thank you for sharing the story. Thank you for telling us about the car. If you make it to Mustang Week, like I told you, we'll have a spot in our booth. We'd love to have that car there. I'm sure people would love to actually see it there. But again, thank you very much. Very nice meeting you, and thank you for telling us the story of your car, and I can't wait to see the finished product.
No problem, Bill. Thank you guys very much. This was awesome.